The conclave of eternal wisdom had stood for 3 million years, a collection of the galaxy's oldest and most advanced civilizations. Now gathered in their crystalline chamber, orbiting a dying neutron star, they faced a threat none of them had anticipated: humanity. High Counselor Zarthul of the Precursors, whose species had built megastructures before most others had evolved beyond single cells, floated before the assembly. Its ancient form, a shifting mass of dark matter, held together by pure thought, pulsed with concern. "We have tolerated them long enough," it declared, its words forming directly in the minds of all present. "The evidence is undeniable. Humanity is not just a threat, they are the threat, the one that will end us all." The chamber buzzed with agreement from species spanning the cosmic hierarchy. The silicon-based architects, builders of ring worlds, the energy beings of the luminous collective, even the time-manipulating chronolords, who had seen futures that no longer existed. "Present your case," rumbled Lord Vexinar of the Obsidian Empire, his metallic body crackling with barely contained antimatter energy. Zarthul projected the evidence into the collective consciousness. "Observe. Pattern 1. Adaptive superiority." The assembly witnessed humanity's breakneck technological evolution. In mere centuries, they had gone from discovering fire to harnessing black holes. More disturbing, they didn't just advance, they adapted alien technologies faster than their creators understood them. "When we gave them FTL drives as a gesture of welcome," continued the Chronarch representative, "they didn't just use them. Within 50 years, they had developed 17 superior variants. When the Silicon Imperium shared their AI protocols, thinking it would take humans millennia to understand, they had improved and weaponized them in a decade." Pattern 2. Exponential growth. Images flashed through their shared mind. Human colonies spreading like a cosmic plague. Not content with planets, they hollowed out asteroids, built habitats in gas giants, constructed mobile cities around black holes for their event horizon energy. Their population growth defied galactic norms, while other species took millennia to double their numbers. Humans did it in generations. "But there's worse," interjected Mindweaver Kel Shara of the Psychic Dominion. "They don't just grow, they optimize. They've begun genetic engineering, not for evolution, but for specialization. Humans designed for deep space. Humans modified for gas giant environments. They're creating subspecies faster than natural evolution could create new life forms." Pattern 3. Ideological infection. This was the most disturbing. The conclave watched as human concepts individualism, democracy, free will, creative expression spread through the galaxy like a virus. Species that had maintained stable hierarchies for eons were experiencing internal conflicts. Citizens of the Hive Collective were asking for personal autonomy. Members of the Eternal Order were questioning tradition. "They don't conquer," explained Overseer Rantalk of the Logic Hegemony. "They inspire. Their entertainment media, their art, their literature, it all carries seeds of their chaotic thinking. We calculate a 73% probability that within 500 years, traditional galactic civilization will collapse into human-style chaos." Pattern 4. Military innovation. The war simulations were terrifying. Humans didn't just fight, they revolutionized combat. While other species perfected existing warfare, humans invented entirely new forms. They weaponized concepts, turned black holes into bullets, created bombs that exploded backwards through time. Most disturbing, added General Thrix of the War Eternal Collective, they turn anything into a weapon. They armed their children's toys with killsats. They created a language that, when spoken, collapsed probability fields. They once destroyed an enemy fleet with nothing but modified entertainment drones playing discordant music. Pattern 5. Philosophical paradoxes. Sage Illumina of the Wisdom Circles revealed the deepest fear. They embrace contradiction in ways that should be impossible. They are simultaneously the most violent and the most peaceful, the most logical and the most irrational. They create art from mathematics and find mathematics in art. They seek perfection while celebrating flaws. Their very existence violates the fundamental rules of cosmic balance. The chamber fell silent as the weight of evidence settled upon them. Then High Counselor Zarthul spoke again. Now observe what happens when they are opposed. The vision showed civilizations that had tried to contain humanity. The Dominion of Steel had attempted to limit human expansion with economic sanctions. Humans had created entirely new forms of currency that destabilized galactic markets. The Predator Guild had sent assassins. Humans had turned assassination into a spectator sport, broadcasting the deaths of the assassins as entertainment while reverse engineering their technology. The quarantine protocol had been established, trying to isolate humanity in their solar system. Humans had built quantum tunnels through the barriers, establishing thriving trade relations with anyone willing to defy the quarantine. Every action against them, Zarthul concluded, makes them stronger. When opposed, they don't surrender, they innovate. When threatened, they don't retreat, they transform the nature of the threat itself. What do you propose? Asked the voice of many, representing the collective consciousness of the unified minds. Total elimination, Zarthul stated flatly. Not suppression, not containment. Complete annihilation before they achieve cosmic dominance. A ripple of shock passed through the assembly. In 3 million years, the conclave had never voted for complete genocide. But consider, continued the ancient being, if we don't act now, within 1,000 years, human will be synonymous with galactic civilization. Their chaos will become the new order. Their questions will become universal law. Their very approach to existence will redefine reality itself. The debate raged for what would be measured in Earth time as days. Species that had never disagreed found themselves split. The older civilizations pushed for action. The younger ones, many of whom had already been influenced by human concepts, argued for coexistence.